This week, we're exploring one of the most powerful tools in your career growth: networking and building strong relationships. It's not just about shaking hands and collecting business cards. It's about connecting with the right people, creating meaningful bonds, and knowing how to leverage those relationships for your success. In today's world, your network, it can open doors that resumes simply can't. Whether you're looking for new opportunities, mentorship, or simply wanting to grow within your field, who you know can be just as important as what you know. This week, we'll explore how to build and nurture those connections so you can create opportunities that take your career to that next level. Let's break down the walls of isolation and start connecting. Your next opportunity might just be one conversation away. Speaking of conversations, listen to this week's thought leader. She's a co-founder of a world-class college preparation and career development program, a biomedical science PhD candidate at the Medical University of South Carolina, and a full-time difference maker. Lastly, here's a few ways to connect with me. 1, if you're exploring new work opportunities within healthcare, hit me up. 2, if you or your company is interested in being featured, hit me up. 3, join my Hustlin' 25/8 Inner Circle and get free access to my audio version of my book, A Modern Guide to Scaling Your Career. Let's continue to hustle.
Hi everyone, my name is Mia Edgerton Fulton and I am the co-founder of Scholarly Scouts. I also am a biomedical sciences PhD candidate at the Medical University of South Carolina, where I conduct medical research on diabetes, stroke, and dementia-related diseases. So one of the main reasons of why I got on this path where I am today is just growing up in a small town in Georgia and not being able to really have the access to different research opportunities and knowing about the field of biomedical research. So I really founded Scholarly Scouts just due to my passion of wanting to advocate more for biomedical science careers and also be a living testimony that no matter where you come from, you can always bounce back and you can always strive to reach a goal that you never thought, or a path that you never thought that existed. So also with Scholarly Scouts, because husband and I both work together with this initiative, and so with that we always want to show that different careers between psychology and biomedical sciences and the intersection between these two, I do feel that I really want to continue to make an impact on the community by sharing this valuable information, helping people that come from marginalized communities know that anything is possible and you don't have to limit yourself to the status quo. I was truly inspired to pursue my career path by the influences of the faculty and the research opportunities and training programs provided by my institution, Savannah State University, which is a historically Black college and university. So really getting the chance and the opportunity to be able to network and connect with people that are open and willing to push us forward, help us to be able to find different alternative career paths, because it's very common us to assume, well, at least from areas where I'm from, to assume that the only pathway to science is becoming a medical doctor or practicing physician. So this opportunity of being in a historically Black college introduced me to a training grant that gave me to biomedical research opportunities. So it really changed my entire trajectory. And once I got into my PhD program and I really started implementing the different things I've seen in my community with diabetes and just my personal impact of having members with dementia and diabetes, that really shaped me to want to take my vision further and really impact with educating my community on disease prevention, and also taking a chance to give back and share my journey with people on how I got to where I am today. So how do I define personal and professional success? So I'll start with personal. For me, personal success really, it hones in on how I beat the odds. Growing up, I lost my father as a teenage girl. It was difficult for me to navigate through, and really, I say, put the fire in me to go for my goals and dreams and not to allow setbacks to keep me from progressing further in life. Also defined with my personal success with being able to balance being a mother and also wife, just being able to still spend time with them and balance having a family while pursuing my educational goals. I think these personal and professional goals really kind of for me because the personal aspects of my life are a huge driving force to why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I'm so passionate about it. I definitely feel like for my professional success that I've been able to really go above and beyond in medical research. Also try to find a way to compartmentalize my time to be able to give everything I need to both my personal and professional life. And so I really value both types of successes, and I think both of them are necessary to be able to embrace our wins in life. During the process of pursuing my PhD, I think that one of the significant challenges that I faced is second guessing my abilities or questioning if I could finish the program. I had plenty of faculty members ask, "Oh, are you trying to drop out? And are you trying to institution?" But all those things I realized was just a bunch of noise and distractions from what my true purpose is to be the light in this field that pushes for change. And so the way I navigated through that is really going within and believing in my capabilities and not allowing anything to get in the way of my vision. And additionally, a business, so Scholarly Scouts, with gap between research and access to these opportunities. I do think that came with some pushback from for individuals in the institution, just due to the fact that a lot of people in academia don't think that being an entrepreneur is a thing to do while pursuing your PhD, but just the impact Scholarly Scouts has made on the community and brought people together to pursue research careers and to go get their PhDs and not be afraid to step outside their comfort zone. I think it's all been worth it, and that is what life is all about, to be able to define our purpose and make our world better. One of the biggest misconceptions I think that I think about regarding the biomedical research industry is that it's very difficult for us to be able to advocate for the Black community in these spaces, or that there isn't anyone willing to do that. And I just want to speak on behalf of myself that I think it's very important for us to continue to speak out, give truths that we need to be able to build better preventative measures for people like us. I think we have to educate others about how our risk in the Black community for different cardiovascular diseases and different neurological disorders, it needs to be talked about. And also, we need people that are in the field to be able to speak up about having fair clinical trials, being able to look at the disease state other than population. So I think it's very important for the misconception of lack of advocacy to be continued to be worked on, and that is one of the biggest things that I think biomedical research can and should overcome. If you're someone who is looking to get into research, be able to get into your top choice university, whether it's college or graduate school, and just need that push and guidance, join the Scholarly Scouts community. We're here for you. We're on all platforms. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. So please feel free to community. There are so many people out there that are looking to be able to push outside their comfort zone. They're looking to be able to get into these different spaces. I think it's very beneficial to be able to embrace and be around community that is uplifting and helping you be able to reach your goals, and also what challenges we may face and the different obstacles that may come our way. It's all about us believing in ourselves. It's all about being able to reach down within yourself and not let anybody stop you. Is being able to understand that regardless of what someone may doubt or see with your vision, when you get a vision, it's not a conference call. Only you are able to discern and be able to see what has been revealed to you and what is your divine purpose of what you've been called to do. So keep up the great work, keep shining, and don't ever let anyone stop you. And always remember, knowledge is power, and understand that passion always meets purpose.
Let's talk about one of the secrets to leveling up your career: networking. I know that when most people hear networking, they think of that awkward small talk at a conference or those forced LinkedIn connections. But I'm here to tell you that networking is so much more than that. It's about building genuine, meaningful relationships that can open doors, provide guidance, and help you grow. So how do you do it right? How do you go from that awkward to awesome when it comes to networking? First thing first, communication, it's everything. How you present yourself, listen, and connect, it's all part of the game. Let's break it down. Step 1, be natural. People can spot a phony from a mile away. Don't approach networking like it's all about what you can get from someone. You want to go into it with the mindset that you're here to build genuine connections, ask questions, be interested, and most importantly, listen. People love to talk about themselves, so let them talk about themselves. When you show that you're paying attention, you've already won half the battle. Step 2, be prepared to share your story, but don't make it a monologue. You've got a unique path, skills, and experiences. Don't be afraid to let that shine. But here's the key: keep it relevant. Tailor your conversation based on who you're talking to. The best networking is back and forth, and it's not one-sided. Step 3, follow up like a pro. Networking doesn't stop when the conversation ends. Whether it's a quick email, a LinkedIn connection with a personalized message, or a coffee follow-up, stay on people's radar. The best relationships, they're built over time, not in a single interaction. Keep the momentum going. Now, the part that most people miss, networking is a two-way street. It's just not about what you can gain, it's about what you can give. Maybe it's a resource, advice, or an introduction to someone in your network. Be the person who adds value, not just the one looking for it. Finally, remember this: you don't have to network in the traditional spaces. Sure, conferences, business mixers, they're all great, but connections, they can happen anywhere. Your gym, online communities, or casual meetups. Keep your eyes open and don't be afraid to make that first move. So let's keep it simple, be real, curious, and ready to add value. Networking is all about connecting as a person, not just as a professional. Master the art of communication and watch your relationships and opportunities grow. Now, who's ready to level up their networking game? Let's get it, hustlers.
The power of connection. How networking changed my life. Let me tell you a story about how one connection, just one, can change everything. It was a time in my life when I felt stuck, going through the motions, trying to make moves in my career, but not getting anywhere. You know the feeling? Working hard, putting in the hours, but still hitting a wall? One day, I met someone at this networking event I wasn't even planning to attend. Not a big-name CEO or some famous influencer, just an ordinary person who, like me, was grinding, hustling, and trying to make things happen. But here's the thing, that one conversation changed my entire path. We talked for what seemed like hours. It wasn't forced or superficial, just two people sharing their goals, challenges, and ideas. At the end of the night, we exchanged information and promised to keep in touch. Honestly, I didn't think much of it at the time. But then a few weeks later, I got an email. The person I met remembered something I said during our talk and had a lead on an opportunity that seemed tailor-made for me. It was a connection that I would have never had if I hadn't stepped out of my comfort zone and showed up that night. Fast forward a few months, and that opportunity, it opened doors I didn't even know existed. I started working with new people, built more connections, and found myself in spaces I'd only dreamed about. And it all started with one genuine conversation. This experience taught me that networking isn't just about making business connections. It's about finding people who resonate with your journey, see your potential, and are willing to open a door when you least expect it. It's about showing up, being real, and understanding that everyone has something to offer. Networking isn't about collecting contacts. It's about building relationships. That one connection didn't just help me professionally, it helped me grow as a person. I learned that it's not always about what you know, but who you know, and how those people can help lift you when you're ready to level up. So if you ever doubt the power of networking, remember this. You're always just one conversation away from an opportunity that could change everything. The key is to be open, authentic, and most importantly, ready to make that connection. Who knows? Your next big break could be waiting in the most unexpected place.
Shared challenge. Expanding your professional network. Let's talk about a challenge we all face at some point. Expanding your professional network. You've probably heard it a million times. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But what happens when you don't know anyone? Or when your current network isn't helping you level up? That's where the grind comes in, and expanding your circle becomes crucial. It can feel intimidating, right? Approaching new people, putting yourself out there, it's not easy. Maybe you're thinking, why would they even want to connect with me? But here's the truth. Everyone started where you are right now. The people you admire in your industry, they didn't get there alone. They built relationships, made connections, and leveraged those relationships to get where they are. The challenge isn't just meeting new people, it's about meeting the right people. People who can help you grow, open doors, and push you forward. But you can't wait for these connections to fall into your lap. You've got to be intentional. So how do you do that? Start with the circles you're already in. Reach out to colleagues, friends, and mentors and ask for introductions. You'd be surprised how many opportunities are just one connection away. And don't underestimate the power of social media. LinkedIn, Twitter, and even Instagram can be powerful tools to connect with people who are in the same lane as you or even ahead. Here's the thing. Networking is a long game. It's not about instant results or connecting today and expecting a job tomorrow. It's about planting seeds. Every new person you meet is a potential key to unlocking your next move. But you've got to nurture those relationships. Check in, offer value, and show up consistently. The challenge is real, but the rewards are worth it. The more you expand your network, the more opportunities you'll create. But it's not just about numbers. It's about quality. Focus on building meaningful connections, not just collecting business cards. Remember, networking isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process of showing up, reaching out, and being open to learning from others. No one climbs the ladder alone. We all need a hand to help us up. And sometimes, that hand comes from the most unexpected places. So, this week, challenge yourself to expand your professional network. Reach out to someone new. Attend an event you wouldn't usually go to. Shoot a message to someone you've meant to connect with but haven't. Every new connection is a step toward your next big opportunity. And trust me, that opportunity is out there, waiting for you to grab it.